Right? That's what's important to know. Because when you learn the definition of something, you have to understand why are we defining it, so we know what's outside of it. It's the same reason when you look at the mirror. For what purpose do you look at the mirror? To see your reflection? That's narcissism. You know, that's vanity. You know, the person that looks in the mirror to see himself, there was this homosexual narcissist, you know, in the time of the Greek mythology, who fell in love with himself when he was looking at himself, and he tried to get himself, and he fell in the water and he drowned. You know, but that's where they get the term narcissism, you know, to be vain. But the person, the normal person, what reason does he look at the mirror?
To check his faults.
To see his faults. Okay, the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Muslimu akhul Muslim huwa kal-mir'ah, right? Or kama qal. That the Muslim is like a mirror for his brother, right? Mir'a li akhi. What does he do? He looks at him and he shows him his faults. Say, look, your collar's not right, your kufi's off backwards, you know, you did this incorrectly, so you can see your faults. Likewise, we define something to see what's outside of the definition as well as what's inside the definition. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Is your name Nuh also?
Nazir.
Nazir? Nasir or Nazir? Nazir, okay, mashallah. So it's placed and put grammatically in Arabic, so means it excludes all other languages. That's why we say that, to make it clear that it has to be in Arabic, okay? And this means, intentions mean that without the intention, this doesn't mean a thing. We don't have KALAAM. It's not enough. Okay, so understand what we've just said or declared, and another one that says what we've declared before you further go. What does this line mean? So understand what we've declared before you further go. What does that mean? Thank you very much. She said, before you start learning about ismun wa fi'lun wa harfun ja'a li ma'na wa kadha wa kadha, you have to know this. Why? Right, when you play hangman, what's the first thing you put down there? The foundation. Oh, you put the rope first. The rope got to be hanging on something, right? Okay. The rope you got to have the foundation. Without a foundation, not even hangmen can play. You can't even put the string in the rope and hang the person, right? So you need to have the foundation. That's what you have to have. All right, I need to erase this board. We need to go further. So is that understood? Don't step on my stuff, though. And don't spray too much of that stuff into the ozone layer. Well, you need a bigger rag for that. يونس أظن أنك تحتاج إلى شيء أكبر من ذلك. تفضل. Guys, got to move faster. You're going to get fired. You would never work at the car wash. Nazir, you're not going to work? Well, the children have to work. That's okay. Now we're going to have to get some big people to help you guys. Okay, what's the next part of this lesson? No, before you can go to basic letters, you have to learn all the parts of the speech, right? You have to learn what parts of KALAAM, right? What's that? Al-Ajrumiyya. Isn't this the Ajrumiyya? Okay, now listen to the Ajrumiyya. The Ajrumiyya goes like this. The first part it goes, قال ابن أبو واسمه محمد الله في كل أمور أحمد مصليا على الرسول المنتقى وآله وصحبه ذوي التقى وبعد فالقصد بذا المنظوم تسهيل منثور بن جروم لمن أراد حفظه وعصر عليه أن يحفظ ما قد نثر الله استعين في كل عمل إليه قصدي وعليه متكل. Then we go to the first class, the first bab or the first line. إن الكلام عندنا فلتستمع لفظ مركب مفيد قد وضع. I'm not going to go further. Now we go here again. Where's my book? That's the first line. إن الكلام عندنا فلتستمع لفظ مركب مفيد قد وضع. Now, before we go to the next part, we're going to go through KALAAM again. Now, this time, it's a little bit different. This is chapter 2. The types of KALAAM. We have to go quick. It says here, we followed it. It split and split. 3 types. We must divide it. The ismun names the things it claims, and so it is the highest. While actions are the fi'lun's part, the harfun points a lot to meanings in some other things like min or an, about. Who can explain this to me? Does this make sense? Now that you are nuhat, now that you are muta'allimun bil-lughat al-arabiyya, nahwan wa sarfan, do you understand this poem? A little bit. I think you know it a lot of bit. But I'm going to break it down just the first part, and then you guys do the rest. Ibn Uthaymeen, rahimahullah, he said, speech. How did we get to the definition that speech, or the idea that speech is 3 types? He said, bit-tatabbu'. We followed it, he said. We followed speech, we researched it, we looked into it, and we followed it, and we noticed it that divided, and then it divided, and then it divided. It divided into how many parts? 3 parts. So that's why he came and said, we followed it. What did we follow? What is it? Al-Kalam. And Kalam bil-Arabic, bil-Inglisi? Speech, right? Lafdun murakkabun mufidun qad wudi'. That definition we just gave what speech was. But we followed it. And what happened to speech? It split and split. Okay? So if you have one thing, and then it splits again, you have 3, right? Yes. So it says, we followed it, it split and split. 3 types. We must divide it. What are the 3 types? Young man, what are the 3 types? And ismun, what is the rest? And fi'lun, what's the next? Harfun ja'a bih ma'na. Okay? It split and split, 3 types, we must divide it. So then he goes on to name the 3 types. What's the first type?
The ismun names that
Read it to me.
The ismun names the things
It claims, and so it is the highest. What does this mean? The ismun names the things it claims.
It's a supernoun.
What is it?
It's a supernoun.
It's a supernoun, right? And what is a supernoun? Dun, 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 supernoun.
Place, person, thing.
It
Person,
is
place, thing.
a person, right?
Place,
A place,
and a
thing,
and description.
and a description. Different from the English, noun, which is a person, place, a thing. A supernoun, or the Muslim noun, is a person, place, a thing, and description, or adjective, as they say. So it names the things that it's claiming. Anything that it claims, then it's an ismun, it names it. So we know that to name something is what? Ism. And that's why it is the highest. What does it mean it's the highest?
This is the most powerful.
It is the most powerful one. So when it says it's the highest, it means that it's the most powerful of the what? 3, right? Of the 3. Why is it more powerful than the other 3? The other 2?
It's complete independent.
It's completely independent. Jazakumullah khair.